Okay, once again, welcome to Flow and Restore. We're going to start off in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to be using a wedge to place underneath my sit bones, but you can sit up on anything, blocks, a blanket, or maybe just your yoga mat is enough. Find that upright position. We'll turn the attention inward. And we'll begin with that Ujjayi breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you close the back of the throat, you drag the air in through the nose and down the throat into the lungs. You create the sensation of fogging a mirror. And we'll take about 5 more of these full deep breaths. No need to rush. Just staying present for your breath as we create a mindful practice this evening. Now, keeping the same rhythm of breath, just want you to start to make small circles with your torso, coming forward towards the front of the mat, to the left. Start with making these circles nice and small as we begin to add some movement to our practice. And if it feels good, to begin to widen the circles, going back a little bit more, moving towards the side a little bit more. You do what feels good for you this evening. And let's start to make circles in the opposite direction. Taking it back into the left. Letting that Ujjayi breath continue to flow in and out. And if you took Shelly's vinyasa yesterday, this might feel good. The side body as you begin to stretch it out. Couple more rotations. Go easy on yourself this evening. No need to rush. No need to perfect, just be. And as we come back to that neutral tabletop position, shift the weight forward onto your hands and knees. Tabletop pose. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a cow pose, so drop the abdomen, look up, stretch that front body out, and then round the spine in a cat pose, chin to chest. Couple more like that. Allow the abdomen to drop, tailbone rises high. And on the exhale, just feel that middle back and lower back reach up towards the sky. One more just like that. Lower the abdomen, draw the chest forward, get that stretch on the front body. And then just round it fiercely. Let that stretch just really create some nice sensations. We'll come back to a neutral tabletop position. Let's curl the toes under, sit back on your heels. Let's just create a little bit of fire in our toes. From here, interlace the fingers and just reach the palms up towards the sky. So as you interlace, the palms face up. It might feel good to take a little bit of a back bend here. A block underneath the knees is a great modification if it's a little bit too much. Nice, coming back through center. Release the hands, walk the hands forward. Press the tops of the feet onto the floor, sit back, lift one knee up or both knees at the same time. The choice is yours. Oh, I love this stretch. Coming back forward onto our hands and knees. Let's curl our toes under, downward facing dog. Now that same breath is flowing in and out, right? So the breath is just the foundation of our practice. We want to keep breathing. If at any time you feel like maybe just breathing in a pose versus moving is where you need to be, then that's where you stay. In this down dog, I'm going to ask you to drop both heels towards the mat. They may or may not touch. And on the inhale, come high onto the balls of the feet. Stretch those toes out just like we did a moment ago. And then exhale, drop the heels down. Moaning and groaning is totally okay. Again, inhale high into the balls of the feet. Don't forget that pinky toe. Exhale, heels lower down. Now this time, let's inhale into high plank pose. So shift the weight forward, high plank. We're just going to tap the knees down to the floor, lift them back up, and then go back into our down dog pose. And let's do that again. Inhale, forward, high plank pose. Tap the knees, lift them up, down dog. One more time. Again, inhale fully, chest forward, high plank, tap, and lift, and down dog. And we're gonna walk the hands back just a little bit. So let's make this down dog a short down dog. Take that left hand to the right ankle and twist your down dog to the right. So your gaze will go underneath your right armpit. And we'll release the left hand. That was a nice twist. Let's take the right hand to the left ankle. Look to your neighbor on the left. There you go. And we'll release both hands. Walk them forward. Come back into that regular downward facing dog. Nice. And we'll drop both knees down to the floor once again. This time, let's turn the fingertips towards the knees. I love this stretch for the forearm and wrists. If it's too much to do two at the same time, just do one. Palms face down. Shift the weight back and just feel the heads of the palms or the base of the palms lift up slightly. So forwards and backwards.
Be aware of yourself as you are.
So healthy for the wrists. Okay to let those palms lift up a little bit. You'll find that it gets more into the forearms when you do so. And then one more. Oh, love it. And we'll turn those fingertips around. Nice. Curl the toes under again. Fire toes once more. So this time I want to get more into the shoulder. So let's reach the right arm up towards the sky. Take that right hand behind the back and that left arm reaches behind. Fingertips will touch or you grab onto your shirt or a strap. There's a tendency to do a back bend, so just kind of start to knit the front ribs in and see if you can press the head against the arm. Oh, that feels good. So we're just letting the body know that we're entering our yoga practice. There's some gentle stretches and movements with breath.
You must be simply.
Let's switch. Let's bring that right arm down. Left arm goes up and behind. I love to tell my third graders to pat themselves on the back and then to reach back. It's a great stretch. That's it. Creating a nice neutral space between the chin and the chest as we press our head into our arm just a little bit more. Woo, I feel a little bit of fire in the toes, hence fire toes.
You can be watchful.
Love it. Last time we're doing this today.
You can be concentrated.
And as we slowly release, never to swing, We'll walk those hands back forward. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Now I'm going to encourage you to lift both knees up and just stretch through those feet. Oh, that feels so good. You want to play a little patty cake and pat the feet? You can. Couple more. Oh, stretch. And then we're going to take it back to that downward facing dog. So curl over the toes. We'll make our way to the top of the mat. So walk your way to the top.
Become liberated.
Once you reach your way to the top, inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach high. Gaze goes up. We'll pause here for a breath or two, stretching out that front body.
Always at every moment be aware
And then
of what
taking
you're
that forward fold. Hello, Gail. It's okay to bump the neighbor. Inhale, lengthen.
doing.
Exhale, fold. Again, root to rise, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold.
You must be simply.
As you inhale, lengthen the spine. We're going to step that right foot back to begin with. Lower the right knee down to the floor. I'm going to press the top of my right foot onto the mat as I bring my hands to my left thigh. Let those hips sink forward. Oh, it feels so good.
To let yourself
Create some space between that left thigh and that abdomen area. And if you feel nice and stable and ready, reach the arms up towards the sky.
all this applies.
And let's add just a little bit of twisting here. As you inhale, lengthen up. We're going to exhale, twist to the left. So we're rotating through the
You can
torso.
be watched.
Inhale, come back to center. And again, exhale to the left, twist through the torso.
You can be alone.
Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left.
Become liberated.
Now last time, as you come back to center, this time we'll open up into a modified warrior 2. So that right foot goes behind me. Yep, you got it. We'll take an extended side angle. The right hand can come to a block or the floor. Left arm reaches up and over. So just take it to the opposite side, Lisa. Right hand back. There we go.
Liberated.
And we'll come all the way back up. Left hand comes to the inside of that left foot. Now, sometimes a little bit of extra padding under the knees can be nice if the knees are feeling a little sensitive. I'm just going to reach that right arm up and over the hat. Remember, the pose doesn't need to be perfect.
You have to let it happen.
Nice, and then bring that right hand all the way down. We'll frame that
You
left
have to
foot.
let yourself wake up.
I'm going to use blocks underneath my hands as I move my left foot forward and straighten that left leg. Ooh, that feels so good. So bring those toes up towards you. And then as I ease into it, you might keep your hands on the blocks, or maybe you find that releasing the blocks will give you a little bit more stretch. Couple more breaths. You know, I find for myself that it's very easy to create tension in my own practice when I'm trying to let go of it. So anytime we pause in our practice, it's a great time to reflect and just ask ourselves, is there a place that I'm holding unnecessary tension or stress? And I let that go. And as I come onto my fingertips, let's bend back into that left leg. Step that left foot back, downward facing dog. Nice. For this next one, we'll transition onto our abdomen. So first come forward into high plank pose. Slowly, I'm going to lower my knees as a modification. Lower yourself all the way down. We're going to create a little bit of heat on the back body. So bring the hands next to the rib cage, wrists underneath elbows. Tops of the feet on the floor, lift and lower at your own pace, cobra pose. Try not to use the arm strength, but think about contracting the back body, which elongates the front body. Couple more here. And then from here, we'll press our hands into the mat, child's pose. Now this is a great place that you might place a pillow or a cushion underneath the chest or head. We're going to stay here for about 5 to 10 breaths. So if you think about a child's pose as being a restorative pose, how can you move your body and set your body up for it to be supported and loved and nurtured? Releasing unnecessary tension. And pressing the palms into the mat, extending the arms forward. Let's come back into that downward facing dog pose. Side number 2. That right leg will lift You know, the book mentions that regardless of the brain that you were born with, if you believe in yourself, you can. How powerful is that? Even as adults, we have the opportunity to create new synapses within the brain. Now for these next few breaths, maybe you stay here or maybe you choose to lift the elbows up. This intensifies the stretch, the front body, but everything's always an invitation. Pick and choose. As you slowly lower down, I'd like to get into the shoulders just a little bit before we flow a little bit more. We'll start by taking that right arm over towards the left edge of the mat, bringing it down some so that it's definitely below the chin, and then walking the left arm over to the right. Now you might choose palms up. It just, for me, it feels better, or maybe palms down. You need to play around with it. But then take your toes, so your arms are crossed underneath you, and use your toes to press your body forward a little bit. You can really get into the stretch. There's some nice upper body sensations that will arise. And then try to rest into it. If you find that you're trying to hold yourself up, try to release. Release some of that control. I even just noticed I was lifting my head up. So notice how you're using your head. But our habits, we're in them and we don't even realize it because we're used to our habits. Yoga has given me the opportunity to really allow me to recognize how I move my body and if it serves me or not. So for these next 30 seconds, just continue to breathe into the spaces that feel tight. Maybe with each exhale, you soften a little bit more. And from here, slowly unwinding the arms. We'll switch so that the left arm goes under first. Walk the fingertips over to the right, and then walk the right fingertips over to the left. Once again, come onto the tips of the toes. Try to propel your body over your arms as much as possible. Giving yourself permission to restore other than times of sleep is so powerful. To rest. And just when you think you can't soften it a little bit more, you soften a little bit more. Whether it's the releasing of the jaw, the cheek muscles, or even the scalp. Got 30 more seconds to just really allow the shape of this pose to and from here, we'll slowly release the arms. Take it back into a child's pose. You might find it feels better to separate the knees or keep the knees forward. Reaching the arms behind you or in front of you. It's all relative. And if your arms are in front of you, take your hands and just walk them over to the right. Nice stretch through that left side body. And we'll walk the hands over to the left. Rooting back through that right sit bone. Coming back to center. Pressing up into a tabletop position, we'll come into downward facing dog once again. Maybe feeling a little bit different in the upper body, a little bit more open. We'll lift that right leg up towards the sky. We'll step that right foot through to the top of the mat. Rise up, warrior one pose. Maybe the arms feel a little bit more free. Nice. Open up, warrior two. A little bit more movement here. Reverse the warrior. You got it, Gail. And an extended side angle. You can take the hand down to a block or to the floor. Take that left hand behind you, reach to the right hip. That's it, Marie. Nice. Now keep that hand there. Just start to straighten that right leg. Oh, yes. Rotate that right chest bone towards the left. Be kind to the neck and the shoulders. Bend back into that right leg. Reach the left arm up towards the sky and then overhead. Take the left hand all the way down to the floor. Lower that left knee down to the mat. Open up that right knee out to the side. Another hip opener here. Come onto the outside edge of that right foot, and you'll get a great deep stretch through the front of the leg or through the hip crease. If it feels good to even reach around and grab that left foot, here's a great opportunity to open it up. You can even drop to your left forearm if that feels good to you. And for these last couple of breaths, kick the foot into the hand and add that back bend. And slowly releasing the left foot down, bringing the hand down to the floor. Lift the left knee up. Just walk the hands over to the left, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold as the forehead comes close to the mat. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Take the hands, walk them to the back of the mat. Warrior one on the opposite leg. Reaching the arms up towards the sky. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Extended side angle. Now in this particular pose, we'll take that right hand behind us, reaching for that left hip for half of a bind. And begin to straighten that left leg. Root down to the base of that left big toe as you reach that left hip back. And then bend back into that left leg. Release that right hand up towards the sky. Reach towards the back of the mat. Hand comes down to the floor, right knee drops, lizard pose. That left foot will walk over to the left as you come onto the outside blade of that left foot. Want to make sure the knee doesn't go past the ankle. You can even take your hand to the thigh sometimes if you need to create a little bit more space. Although I think mine's about as far as it will go right now. Reach around with that left hand and pull that right foot in. Oh. And you can also do this with the right foot on the ground as well. So know that it's an absolutely okay place to be. They say there's 1,000 poses in yoga and that we're beginners for 10 years. I believe it. And then after 10 years, you don't really care too much anymore. Kick the foot into the hand, add that back bend. Oh, yummy, yummy. And release that right foot down. Nice. Coming back forward, lift that right knee up off the mat. We'll step that right foot to meet the left, facing the back wall. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up. Full breath in. Bringing the hands to heart center. Let's do a balancing pose this evening, tree pose. Now you can place the right foot on the inside of the left leg or on top of the right or left thigh, your choice. As we'll bring that right knee back in, releasing that right foot to meet the left foot. Side number 2. Rooting down through the right foot, bringing that left foot up, either in or on the left thigh, or a calf. And we'll release that left foot down. Nice hold. We'll turn back to face the front of our mat. Always nice to change your perception some. Reach the arms up high. Go for that big stretch. Forward fold, hands come down. Walk the hands forward, coming back into downward facing dog. Or we lower both knees down to the floor, and then sit up on your knees, Camel Pose. So here you can take the hands to the lower back like we did earlier, or maybe you choose to curl the toes up, bringing the hands to the ankles or heels. 5 breaths here. Hands to lower back is a great option as well. Yes, yes. Couple more. Next inhale, lifting us back up towards center, bringing the hands down to the floor. Take that right knee to the right wrist for Pigeon Pose. So when you take the right knee to the right wrist, your left heel is close to your left hip, and you're going to walk that left leg back. You can also do this on your back as well. So go ahead and lay down in pigeon if this is where you're at and this is what feels good. I'm going to demo what pigeon looks like on your back. So while you're on your back, if the other pigeon does not feel good, you can place your right shin on top of your left thigh and just pull that left knee in. You can really get a good stretch from on your back or the other direction. Now a bolster or a pillow underneath the chest, especially if you're at home, is such a nice additive. So allow the posture to be as restorative as you choose. Now in this next transition, we'll keep the right leg forward. As you press yourself up into a seated position, you'll bring that left leg forward or sort of out to an angle. I'm just going to turn sideways for those at home that can see. Inhaling up first, nice and tall, and then exhale, twist over towards that left foot and take a forward fold. Now this can be helpful to have a strap here, Gail. Not to say that you need to get it, but to pull the foot back if needed. And to get back into that side body a little bit as well, drop the elbow on the inside of that leg or place it on a block. If you're able to reach the big toe, you can grab that as you reach the right arm up and over. Maybe the hand touches the foot, maybe it doesn't, if the hand comes behind the head. There's lots of places that you can go. That's it, yes. And if it feels better just to reach the arm up and over, that too. The intention is to create some nice long side body stretches, but at the same time, we're rotating through the chest, reaching that left chest bone forward and up. We'll only be here for a few more breaths. Breathe into that right rib cage. And let that next inhale bring you back up. As you come back up, with that left leg out, we'll just go ahead and bring both feet in so they're in front of you, knees bent. Take a moment to just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. It's amazing how different my right hip feels than my left. And reverse tabletop. Press the feet into the mat, lift the hips up. Drop the head back. And we'll slowly release the pose. Curl or cross the ankles, come forward back into that tabletop position. We have side number 2. Left knee to left wrist, pigeon pose. So that left foot's going to come towards the right edge of the mat and then sink that right leg back. Yes, yes. And then keep the weight a little bit more into the right hip. Right other hip. Yeah, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll never forget when I first started practicing yoga. I would be in this pose and I would telepathically tell the teacher that we've been in it for way too long and it's time to come out. I'm like, I think she forgot how long we've been here. Oh boy. Yes, yes. If it feels uncomfortable, part of it is part of the process. Sometimes it's backing out just a little bit. Is it? Okay, Marie, I love it. It is, same for me as well. It gives me that stretch in my area, like in the piriformis, just parts of my body I just don't normally get to. We'll take about 3 more breaths here, and then we'll go for that nice side stretch. Nice, and one more just like that. Feel the weight shift into the left sit bone. Rise back up. Allow that right leg to come out to the side at about 45 degrees. Feel the sit bones rooted, inhaling the arms up towards the sky. And then an exhale, twist over towards that right foot. So if we're not able to walk the hands to the foot, it's okay. It's okay. In fact, I'll demonstrate how to use it with a strap. Straps, belts, they're all helpful props. I've even used on a bathrobe the tie as a yoga prop. It does. It's amazing what we have at home. Let's drop that right elbow to the inside of that right knee, or lift it, just depending on your range of motion. That left arm reaches up and over, and my gaze goes up towards the sky. It's going to keep me from collapsing downward. Oh, and I breathe into that left side body. It feels so good, the sensations that arise. And remember, we won't be here for long, but just long enough. Let that next inhale bring you back up. Ah, that was nice. And as we turn to face the front of the mat, you'll recline all the way onto your back. As you recline onto your back, go ahead and just bend your knees, taking your knees in towards your chest. Reach your hands between your legs for the outside blades of your feet. You might pull your heels in first for the nice good stretch, and then open the feet out for that happy baby. Tailbone extends forward, relaxing the shoulders. Straps can also be helpful here too, so know that anywhere you think, hey, I could use a strap here, absolutely. And we'll pull that right knee in towards the chest, extending that left leg forward. And with that right knee pulled in, you'll take the right knee over to the left for a supine twist. Arms open out to the side, right arm to the right, left arm to the left, and your gaze goes over your right fingertips. Continue to stay here as you breathe in and out through the nose. We have about 3 more breaths here. And we'll take that right knee back in towards the chest. Maybe forehead up to knee if that feels good to you. Releasing that right leg forward. Let's pull the left knee in. Give it a good hug. And we'll take that left knee over to the right. So it's become a, how do I say this? Almost a ritual. Every Tuesday night, I play a crystal singing bowl. So we'll bring that left knee back in. I'm so glad you enjoy it, Marie. And with the knee pulled in, the forehead lifted up towards the knee. And let's bring that right knee in as well. So both knees in. Maybe you bring the forehead up, maybe relax the head down. We'll extend the legs forward and the arms out down by our sides. And taking up as much space as you need. If it's appropriate at home to cover the eyes or use props to support the body. Beginning to wiggle our fingers and our toes. Making movements through our wrists and ankles. We'll make our way onto our right side and pressing ourselves all the way up into a seated position with our eyes turned inward. Thank you so much for joining me and everyone here this evening, either studio or live stream. I love that we can come together as a community and practice our love of yoga in our own way. From my heart to each of yours, namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for coming, Heather. It was wonderful to have you. Lisa, good to see you. Bye, Janetta. Thank you so much. Bye, Rashina. Good to see you again. You're doing great. You're learning a lot. Very good. Oh, nice to have you in class, Justina.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was a good class.
Oh, glad are we?
Like, damn, it's almost over.
I know.
Some days it does, it seems so short.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are just, is that the push-up ones?
It is, yeah.